There we go. YouTube crashed for no reason. I was like, oh no! So here's the other issue. I don't know if my other thing's saved. On my iPad it says the other thing's still live, so I'm a little confused. Hi, sorry. Yeah, that was weird. And then my other thing that I deleted is still there. Delete. Yeah, I want to delete that. Thank you. Because it fully showed my address, and I was like, uh-oh. I'll do that. Copy link. Instagram. Monk. I'm gonna just zoom in really close on my face for the store. Can my iPad work, please? WeT. Nope. Oh no, that's actually the URL. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. WeT crashed. New link. There we go. Done. Beautiful. I'll just put that right in the middle. There we go. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's, yeah, okay. But, like, I'm not live. It's weird. Yeah, it says it's...
I feel that with the help of Anakin and Obi-Wan, I'll be able to provide good intel and efficiency on the mission. I understand where my master's intel and efficiency on the mission.
It, like, right when I say I understand where my master is coming from, it... Is the internet just bad? Or is my phone just bad? How am I? How's the sound? How's everything? How's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Here, it still shows the other ones up. I'm not live anymore. I could download the video. I'm not gonna download the video. I'll work that out later, because maybe I could private it, and then save it, and then edit it. Oh my god. No, it's... Bro. Live. I don't want to... Ooh. Unlisted. Save. There we go. Now that one's unlisted. I don't know how it says it's still live. Details. A little lag there for a bit, but we're all good now. It crashed on me again, but we're all good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Please, life, work out for me. Live control room. Can I just end it? Got it. Can I just end it? Is Shua still on the other live? Because that's... Yeah, not connected, because it ended. Close. Sorry. Can I save the entire thing? Gaming? Why isn't it gaming? It's not gaming yet. Alright, home. Okay. I'll work that out another time. And then I'm going to pop open. Hello. iPad, please. Again, loud noises are my gerbils. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to be watching this one. See if that works. God, my gerbils are so loud. Sorry, I just heard it on here. It's fully Little Mister. Okay. Okay. We good? Gucci? Let me go on Instagram and text my boyfriend to tell him that I'm on a different thing if he's not here right now. He is a true menace. I need my moderator here. There we go. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why it crashed. Like it just for no reason. Maybe my phone got too hot. I don't know. One day I'll just live stream from my computer. Okay. Anyway, I will be able to provide good intel and efficiency on the mission. I understand where my master is coming from, but I have grown much stronger in Coruscant than I have in the training temple. She then senses something very cold from her master, like a cold feeling. The council let her go. In this mission, actually there's TikToks about it on my TikTok. I made a little thing because I was really inspired to do stuff for it, so I made a little mini series. She then faces Count Dooku, and the presence of the dark side feels. Yeah, I'm stopped talking because of you, you gerbil. You little punk. The presence that she feels is the same as her master's presence. I am gonna have to do like a proper video on this because without the other live stream going on unlisted, that's kind of frustrating. That like now I'm starting like right in the middle, which is fine. I'll work out a way. But yeah. Ooh, snap! He's on the dark side. She breaks for a moment. Her and Dooku have a fight, and the darkness takes Sparrow over for a moment. But Sparrow then catches herself and she starts crying. Dooku then threatens to kill her as like an act of mercy in his mind. Obi-Wan and Anakin are watching. With the saber ready to cut off her head, she says she says the word that I can't say on YouTube. I'll just say, she says, "Just end me." They all freeze. Dooku now knows that she knows and consoles her in a way. He knows that she knows that that Kerr is a Sith Lord. Oh, I appreciate all the thoughts that are going by because I had this journal shoe about me. This is like my idea journal now. On the first page, there's how I'm gonna run the Sims video. This is going to be my idea journal, so I'm gonna have to write down ideas that everyone is having because I really love Sparrow very deeply. She was my first Star Wars OC. She was basically my first like proper OC that I love like deeply. My first OC was the Traveler. She was my Doctor Who OC, but I never really connected with her on a personal level like I do with Sparrow. Sparrow's just, I said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it again because this is a different live stream, but she's a lot of what I went through, a lot of brokenness and overcoming that brokenness and still being able to function. She recognizes, like I do, that I am broken and I'm allowed to know that I'm broken and it's okay that I'm broken. And like I can still function even though I know that I have a couple cracks in my porcelain. Like I'm still okay even though that I'm not okay. Like I can still work. And that's kind of what I put into Sparrow. I have days that are worse than others and that's okay. I'm allowed to have off days. I'm allowed to have off days as much as I'm allowed to have good days. she allows herself to have her emotions, and she tries her best to not let them get the best of her, but on days that they do, she tries to recognize that more. I put a lot of myself in Sparrow, and I just love her very deeply. She's also very much my OC of this bad boy can fit so much trauma into it. Let's go. And yes, I said that joke again. Because I need it on this live stream, darn it. Alright. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. It happened on this live stream too. It turned on and off. This is scary. That was Sparrow going, yes, queen. Yes, queen. That was my lightsaber. It's not even like, oh, it's like an ultra saber. No, it is the one from Disneyland that has a little switch you have to push forward for it to turn on. So I just adjusted in my seat and it went off. It's Sparrow, you guys. She's here. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. This is ridiculous. Yeah, no, that's scary. That was if there's a ghost in my room, hello. I don't really want a ghost in my room, but I guess you're here now. Thank you for applying snaps to what I just said. Anyway, after that, Dooku consoles her. I also, you saw how scared I got. After Dooku consoles her in a way, Anakin and Obi-Wan come forward. Sparrow explains that she feels her master is a Sith in disguise. Dooku frowns but confirms and asks how she found out, and she says that the Force presence was the same. Yes, the room ghost is now named Sparrow. Maybe that's why I've been sleeping so well, because I can't sleep alone. So, they go back to wherever they came from with a plan. Sparrow goes to her master. That's so scary. Sparrow? Oh my god. I hope it's like a Casper the Friendly Ghost. Okay, so they go back with the plan. Sparrow goes to her master and confronts him. In the TikTok video, it's like, Master, I have something to ask you. And he's like, yeah? And she senses the presence is the same. And I'm really proud of my acting in this. I'm not the best actress, but with TikToks, I tend to have a better grasp for some reason. I think it's because it's the music and I'm saying certain lines like how I picture it. But she asks him, are you a Sith? And he says, oh, my dear, I wish you didn't have to find out this way. And Force pushes her against the wall. Force chokes her, grabs his lightsaber, and threatens her with it. She begs him not to kill her. And I literally wrote, Father Kerr comes back. It really is Sparrow. Like, I didn't realize I manifested a real character. This is spooky. Father Kerr comes back and decides not to kill her, but the council takes him away, and this breaks Sparrow, because regardless of him now, like, attacking her, he was her father, and it just breaks her. Later on, Sparrow speaks to him in their planet's native tongue that nobody really knows anymore. Show. She set up a ship for him to run off and survive. She still feels anger and hate and pain for him, but she didn't want him to die. I don't know why I decided that the council decided that he needed to die, because I don't know if the council would actually decide that. I'm sure I have a reason that I didn't write down. He thanks her, and I think in this, I didn't write it, but I think that he went in for a hug, or something, or just like a little, like, I don't know, affection. And she pushes him away and runs from him. Sparrow then goes to check on the Padawans at the temple a few days later, at the original temple that she grew up with. I'm sorry. I know it's a heartbreaking scene. That's really scary, God. Yeah, yeah. Achilles. I'm gonna have to move my saber to another room. She's like, this is a sad part of my backstory. She goes back to the original planet that she was taken to train, and she sees the Padawans. And the Padawans very quickly turn against Sparrow and attack her over jealousy. It then says that she was captured by General Grievous. I think that they had a fight and she was on the ground, and then she gets captured by Grievous. He captures her to learn where Kurt is, and she doesn't answer him. Because truly, let's be honest, she don't know. She don't know where he went. Just said, go, leave. She gets tortured, basically, by electricity, and now I don't know how this would work with human bodies, but she now has a tolerance for pain. She has a tolerance for pain, that's normal, but now she also has a tolerance for electricity. Like how the Sparrow Ghost is using electricity waves to make my lightsaber go off. Alright. I thought it was gonna do it then. She then meets Sidious, but doesn't see his face. Sidious, for casual fans, is Palpatine. I don't know where Kurt is, but he's no longer my master. How would I know? You gave him an escape route. It was up to him where he went. Thank you. I was a little delayed, but thank you. I appreciate it. She got herself out, but the clones came and got her off the planet, because that shows how Sparrow can usually and is used to getting herself out of situations. She isn't a damsel in distress usually. She is the one who saves herself, because she's always had to save herself. She's a very strong woman who can do anything she puts her mind to, much like me. At least how I wish to be. I wish to be a person who can do anything that I can put my mind to. I'm noticing now that I am much more of a strong individual than I thought I was. Yeah. Ahsoka fights droids as Sparrow is carried by Rex. Anakin tries to keep Sparrow awake. She says they're looking for Master Kerr, and then she passes out. Already? Oh no, I didn't know this was happening so soon. Sparrow's planet is then destroyed. Her home planet Nemo, where she grew up on and was taken from, she was, for those who joined later on, she was the strongest kid in her village. She has been on a couple missions to her planet to keep the traditions alive and to save her people, and now this planet is being destroyed. She's at the temple where she senses it, the danger. She's walking down a hall and she falls to her knees. She senses I'm sorry! The timing is really scary. She senses the pain and suffering of her people, so much death and pain. You did? Feeling the need to prove herself, she felt the need that she needed to prove herself. She was a Jedi and she had to protect her people. If she didn't, then she was nothing. This is very much where something she put it on her shoulders. You literally did predict it a second before. I was thinking as soon as I came upon it, I was like, I wonder if it's gonna do the thing again. I kind of want to Google, like, my lightsaber from Disneyland's going off, but I also like the mystery of it. She lands on the planet and faces the droids, taking down her people and her village. She tries to fight them, but she becomes overwhelmed and cannot fight anymore. She was supposed to die that night, but the Force wouldn't let her. She wakes up, and seeing that she's the last resident of her home planet, she cries out and breaks. This is a really big moment for Sparrow, because she is the last of her people. Nemo is gone. Like, physically it's still there and later is labeled as a star because that attack wasn't supposed to happen and Sidious was mad that it happened, so he just, it's like, it's labeled as a star now. You guys messed up. That wasn't part of my plan. I guess now she's punished for not telling me where her master is, but she lost a part of herself that day. She couldn't prove that she was as strong as the Jedi. She carries this with her for the rest of her life, that she is the last of her people. I also did a TikTok series of this ages ago, where I did kind of like a really like kind of where this is also where she gets her, it's on this side, her scar. She has a scar that runs from here all the way down to her collarbone, almost to like her bosom. It is healed, but she is just, it's such a breaking moment for Sparrow that she lost everything. I was really expecting you to go off there, but she lost everything, and she knows she was supposed to die that night. Like, she carries that with her, that she was supposed to die that night, and then she didn't. Can I say that word on YouTube? Probably not. Age 16. She's struggling with the dark side, but is still willing to be a Jedi. She trained with multiple Jedi and went on missions where she felt she was needed. She's more angsty at this point. If given advice or instruction, she stays quiet. She shuts down. She disrespects she disrespects Palpatine in private. She can feel the darkness within him, but stays silent. She knows no one would believe her, and that's not how the Force told her how things would go. She literally can't say anything. She knows, she's like, I know who you are, but I can't say anything. Oh my gosh, my sword, it's Jack. It is Jack. It's talking to me, guys. If you guys haven't read Magnus Chase, you should totally read it. It's a splendid series. She can't change this future. It was already set in motion. Palpatine starts a plan to punish and break Sparrow for good. Sparrow then learns of Darth Maul. She isn't afraid of him, but she thought he was interesting. Sparrow meets Darth Maul, because I need to meet all of my favorite characters. Solo mission for the Council to learn of a disturbance. Darth Maul corners her and holds the saber at her throat. He looks angry, she looks calm. He becomes interested in this. Sparrow pushes him off and continues the mission as if he wasn't there. Nearby village was under attack by an overrun species now controlled by the Empire. By the vampires, guys. The Empire is vampires. They suck the life out of you. She agrees to help the village. Maul had followed her and waits for her in the Sparrow home, where village. Whoa, hold on. Woof, where Sparrow would say her name's Village now. I'm sorry. Your name's Sparrow. He asks her questions and tries to learn more about her, but Sparrow doesn't tell him anything. I wish to learn more about you, young one. One so bold and calm in the face of danger, not like many Padawans I've seen. Villager walks in and apologizes, assuming they know each other, diffuses the tension. So essentially, he's like hiding in there, and Sparrow's like, oh hey, and then they're talking, and a villager's like, oh, I'm gonna go this way. Because I like to think I'm funny. Sparrow sits down and Maul sits across from her. She's never been really too scared of a lot of Sith. She just kind of sees them as pained people. My name is Sparrow. Just Sparrow? Just Sparrow. Sparrow. Tell me about yourself, Just Sparrow. She tells him snippets of her master and her life with him. She tells him she's training still, and she tells him her saber isn't her own. He sits and listens with respect. All this happening to you, I cannot help but wonder, how have you not fallen to the dark side? Who's to say that darkness doesn't already live within me? I sense you could, but I didn't sense the dark side, just confusion, pain, severe loneliness. You are breaking, young Sparrow. I can't help if I'm breaking. I don't know how to control my emotions anymore. Your master, if I recall correctly, was an expert at shielding himself from emotions and people sensing him. You don't get to mention him. Why is that, young Sparrow? Because I myself am a Sith? Exactly. That hardly gives you reason. Puts hand on her shoulder. I only knew of your master. I did not know him personally. I'm not concerned with him. I'm more interested in you. How can a smart Padawan as yourself become attached to such a man? I'm sure a smart Sith like yourself could figure that out. They are interrupted by the village being attacked. Again, I don't know how canon this is, but I like that conversation. Now it's time for a lesson in emotions, young Sparrow. Extends a hand. How you can use them to your advantage. They fight the creatures together. Sparrow fights with emotion, letting out all anger and frustration on the creatures. The dark side takes hold for a moment. Maul, getting scared, pulls her out of it, knowing that she would be too powerful and dangerous. Secretly doesn't want the corruption to take her when she is so young. What? Raid and Sparrow reunite? And why do I only have one thing written? Mission in saving children in slavery. Well, that's not what it says, but I don't think I can say that word on YouTube. Now we're at age 17. I don't know what the jump is from 16 to 17 to where she leaves, but eventually she's like, I can't be a Jedi, I'm gonna leave. And she does. She leaves Coruscant and she's like, I can't be a Jedi, I failed at being a Jedi, I can't do this. So she joins Spice Runners and she gets addicted. I wrote smuggler life. She becomes a smuggler. She stole weapons for some times and she lived on her own for some time. She also became a bounty hunter. She also became a bounty hunter. I guess I looked up a bounty hunting house Paramixor, specializing in hunting murderers. I can't say that word on YouTube. Just starting out, small bounties, doesn't mind ending people. Only takes bounties of bad people because there's that little bit of goodness still in her. One less mission, Anakin and Obi-Wan. She's the only one with information, David. She's the only one that knows where he is, knows how he is. So she goes to Coruscant and she barges into the meeting. And they're like, what the heck are you doing here? She's like, I have info, you will all, whoa, I'm tired, and I can't talk. I have info that you all don't. Here it is. Goodbye and good luck. They ask how she got the info. She doesn't want to go on the mission. They make her go, and she agrees to go. That's how that works. Because, you don't want to see your best friend turn to the dark side. Obi-Wan and Anakin both see the change in Sparrow and they try their best to bring back the good in her. Seeing David again broke her a bit and... Sparrow, I'm sorry. I had to talk about this part. It's in your backstory. I am gonna Google that real quick. Maybe that's why my live stream crashed. Because of the ghost. Don't do it again, please. Because it glitched the whole thing. Why is my lightsaber from Disney going off? It's way too weird. But it is, though. It says the very first thing that comes to mind is your blade. It's not properly inserted into the hilt. It is, though. I just redid it. Why is my lightsaber making noises? Batteries are low on power. Why is my lightsaber still turning? Haunted lightsaber. There's literally a thing that says haunted lightsaber. Happens when there's no blade inserted. If you don't have a blade, it'll do the blinky thing. No, but it's in there. I think I just have a ghost. It's it literally does. It's like it's fine, it just goes off now and again, and then tomorrow we find out I had 3 nightmares. Alright, so David. I just like the name David. A lot of my romantic interest PCs in a lot of stories I write are just names that I really like. Like, a lot of them are James or Benjamin and stuff. Why did you just send a Y, Shua? I'm very confused. Seeing David again broke her for a bit and brought back the pain of her master. David, if you guys weren't here and are watching this one and couldn't watch the other live stream, David was Sparrow's best friend from when she was a kid. They grew up on yeah, I got a special talking lightsaber that just talks. David was Sparrow's best friend from when they were kids, and he grew closer to the dark side than Sparrow, and it very much broke Sparrow's heart. Because they were best friends. They grew up together. They were each other's first kiss, because I'm a romantic. And to see someone you love so deeply go down a path you literally can't follow, it hurts. And it's very much Anakin and Padme in that sense. I kind of put that in there to be an homage to that. Because sorry, someone texted me and that was me reading the text. It's just so heartbreakingly beautiful. In the story, they kind of save each other despite being on opposite sides. He later on accepts that he's on the dark side and that he can't really change that because he doesn't know how, but he still protects Sparrow. If he has a mission where he has to go after her, he always makes sure that she escapes somehow. David was controlling and enslaving a small town. Sparrow was the only one who faces him. Anakin and Obi-Wan watch her try to convince him to come back to the light. She fails and breaks, blames herself. David runs away. The planet is free. Sparrow watches them. I don't remember what happened in this, because there's a moment where I just remember everything, and then I write it down, assuming like I remember. Anakin and Obi-Wan try to console Sparrow, but she pushes them away, because that's all she knows how to do. Sparrow, I think Anakin says this, Sparrow, if you wanted to come back to the council, we would welcome you with open arms. Next is Order 66, so I don't know if you want to go off or not. So Order 66 happens. She is not on Coruscant. She is actually somewhere high, incredibly high, on death sticks and spice. It is a very sensitive part for some people, I can understand, because it's not nice things. But she's this is what I mean by she's gone down a dark path. It's not just the dark side, it's just the human dark path that she went down on, because she's in so much pain and she doesn't know how to deal with it, that she has to do something that destroys her body in order to feel something, which is incredibly heartbreaking. And it like, I've had family members who go through this, and it breaks my heart that they think that's their only option, and it hurts. um Despite this, she senses the deaths and the darkness rising. She knows not that Anakin turns to Darth Vader, but only that Anakin is in trouble. She tries to contact her friends, clones, masters. Nothing. She fears they're all dead, and majority of them are. A day of pointless travel in space, she gets the signal of Palpatine's speech, senses the fear in the galaxy, senses the darkness. The Force reveals her vision was true. Again, she had visions since she was a kid of a impending darkness, and she couldn't really talk about them, and the only one who really noticed this was Kerr, and that's why he wanted to talk to Count Dooku, because his friend, here it is, I think his name was, is the only other person that we really know that has visions. Which, by the way, I watched Return of the Jedi recently, and like Palpatine's like, yes, like, hold on, wait, yes, just like how I'd foreseen. I'm like, boy, you did not foresee nothing. You saw something from somebody else who saw something. You did not see nothing. Anyway, I might be wrong, but I really don't like Palpatine to like an extended amount. Wait. I know this isn't technically the scene, but do it. I'm thinking at some point I'm gonna do a compilation to commercialize, like, watch the live stream of me having fun. We'll see. She doesn't know who Darth Vader is, but she only knows him as a man made of armor, or a man made of machine. She senses Master Kerr is in danger. Her father. She goes into hyperspace to where he is, and through painstakingly hours before she could even land, she jumps out of hyperspace. She senses his death. She couldn't even land on the planet, and he died. Anger rises and takes over. She sees the clones over her master's body, and she takes his saber, now white, but she doesn't notice because he became a Jedi for Sparrow, but she does not notice, like, at all. Do it. Sorry, out of context, she said, hee, I love your Palpatine voice, hee. I love my Palpatine voice, do it. I more like it because of the Game Grumps bit, but that's just me. Okay, but she takes a saber, it's now white, but she doesn't notice, and she slaughters the clones in anger. She then afterwards breaks down, shuts out the Force, gives her master a Jedi funeral, and buries him with his saber, and buries the clones with proper burials. She then falls down the path even darker, and becomes a bounty hunter properly, captures a slave trader and his partner, gets attached to the partner, lets him go. I don't remember that at all. That might end up not being canon because I don't remember that at all. But she does fall down more of a darker path and becomes a proper bounty hunter. From 18 to 21, she joins a spice gang. She is the most important member because she has heightened sensors, and I put like Hunter apparently because literally I was writing this right around season 1 came out. She's able to sense when they're about to be attacked because of the Force. Despite her shutting it out, there's still moments of it being like, hey, like you. Anyway, she is in a very toxic environment, and she was being used for profit, but she didn't care because she needed the money, and she just didn't care. Reckless missions, assassinations, risky jobs, self-destruction. Force kept her alive for some reason. this, age 20. Diana finds her in an alleyway. Diana is one of my favorite PCs in her story. NPCs. PCs meaning I made her. Saves her from nearly dying. Diana has a boyfriend, a Zabrak man, very handsome and strong. They both take care of Sparrow like they're her own. Like she's her own. Sorry, I don't know how to speak. Teaches her how to be a nurse, and I'm being tagged in something. Hello? Hey. Hold on. I was tagged in something on a Discord. Someone sent me a thing of their cosplay of a, I don't know what it is, but they were trooping today, and they said might have to escort you to your cell, because I cosplayed Princess Leia recently. Which you should go check out my Instagram posts, please. Diana teaches her how to be a nurse and heals others. Sparrow bounces back and forth from being healed, like how addicts do. They have a hard time like healing from all that. Sparrow at some point runs away from Diana and rejoins the Spice Runners. Diana let her go in this moment, but knew she would be back. Age 21. She becomes a singer at Nal Hutta. Nal Hutta is the planet of the Hutts, of like Jabba the Hutt. She's a beautiful singer. She sang for the Hutts, sang for Bounty Hunters, sang for everyone. She went by Gem with the Spice Runners, but it is a code name. At age 22, she reconnects with the Force on Nal Hutta. She takes down her gang, which I did do a video on this one too on TikTok because I thought it was cool. It's not as cool on TikTok because you gotta use your imagination, but they try to take her down. She was valuable to them to be used. She frees all the slaves from the Hutts. She saves all the Blulas and Ulas. There was a moment where like they're like, "Get the Jedi!" And she's like, "Oh honey, I'm no Jedi." And it's awesome. I appreciate you, mister, for stopping your scuttering for me to say that line. I really do appreciate that. Did you hear me? He's like, "You're welcome." She runs away and steals a ship, and she goes to Tatooine where her ship is. Her ship is missing. It is on Braca. I think we're almost done here, because we're on 22 where it ends. So here's more things. Sparrow built her own ship. So I didn't want to choose a model. I wanted to make my own, because screw having to choose a model and then making it unique. I want to have a full unique ship. I'm thinking of the aerodynamics of it, and I don't think it works that well, but essentially it's like 3 balls, and it like is connected by a hallway, but now I'm like trying to think of it in a way that makes sense, because she built it from scrap by herself at some point. I think she must have did that when she was like 16. That might be where that blank page is, because she's super cool. And I just really love her, and she's awesome. She's a pilot too. And she loves droids. She rebuilt her own droid, who is R2-M3. Her ship is missing. It's on Braca. Vader's there for some reason. She senses the presence but cannot plate where it is. She reboots R2-M3. She meets up with Obi-Wan. What is happening? Meets 5-year-old Luke. What is happening? What did I write? Padme, she sees both Anakin and Padme and him. She moms him a bit, I guess. I don't remember this. She gets directions to Braca, gets ship, gets job there. Oh, I know what happened. She goes to find her ship on Tatooine. Whoever had her ship is like, sorry, I sold it. It's on Braca. And R2-M3 is still on Tatooine. Vader is on Braca. I know my own writing. I'm a genius. I am almost done, I promise. I know I've been talking a lot, and I will answer questions if there are any. Gets directions to Braca, gets ship, gets job there, meditates on her own ship, was kept there by the same person she gave it to. What? I lied. I don't know my own story. I haven't touched this in years. In her meditation, she meets the Force Ghost of Kerr, which is very sudden, because, like, I thought you died. People are nice to me. um, it's very heartbreaking and a pure scene because she thought that he died a Sith, but he died a Jedi. Eventually, it says Vader again. He leaves. I don't know. I'm sure she probably sensed Vader's presence and then the feeling left. There is a lollipop in my pocket and it's been stabbing my thigh. Sorry. Don't ask. I got a lollipop from work. She makes her way to Illume, which is where you can get your kyber crystals. She battles the light and dark inside of her, and she balances the two within her, and she becomes a guardian of a sense. So as I was writing this, or as I was remembering this, I was like, dang it, I made her Ahsoka, because Ahsoka is essentially a guardian, and I was like, dang it, oops. Oh well, I like Ahsoka, so I guess I made an Ahsoka character like character. She tries to build her saber but struggles, so she leaves, and I guess she goes back to Braca and she starts working there. So I guess she got a job at Braca, which is a scrap planet, if that helps anything. It's in Jedi Fallen Order. It's where you first meet Cal Kestis. Tries to build saber but fails again. Vader is behind her. Let's see if I can do the impression, because I don't think I can. Nope, that's Bane. I said stuff. I'm Bane. I can't do a Darth Vader impression. I sense a struggle in you, young Padawan. Alright, I thought I could do a Darth Vader. It's in my head, I just can't get it down here. It's fine. I sense a struggle, young Padawan, which is such a dad thing of like, messing up there, buddy. She jumps and fear takes over. The man of armor. Vader tries to speak, but she runs. There is a chase and a mini fight. You are strong with the Force, young one. Join us, and you will put your strength to great use. I'm not that young. Vader steps closer. Not anymore. Pushes and runs away. Runs for a very long time, running, out of breath. I know you, Sparrow shouts. Why do I know you? Vader stops walking, extends a hand to her. A feeling changes. Sparrow feels it. The shift, the change. It's Anakin. No, she whispers. No, that's impossible. Vader continues to extend his hand. Standoff in the rain. A moment of soft music and peace. Sparrow contemplates taking his hand. The mantis arrives. Jump! Cal Kestis says the first things Seer says to him, which is a little Easter egg. Sparrow, thinking for a moment, jumps. Vader catches her at the same time as Cal. Sparrow turns off a button and he drops her. I guess she uses the Force to be like, no, boop. Cal brings her to safety. Sparrow cries at the loss of Anakin. Still a smuggler, transitioning from smuggler to guardian. To Arnikin. Hey. She is reunited with Treadell. Accidentally punches him in the face in a bar fight. Sure, I'm sure you remember that. That was our first decision. That's how our characters got reunited. That there was a bar. She's like, I gotta get my ish together if I want to romance this person. Because in her mind, she's like, I don't want him to have to carry that, and he deserves better, so I'm gonna kind of become better. Because she loves him. Like, and she knows that, like, he already cares for her regardless, but, like, she's just like, I need to get my ish together and take care of myself. She did a last few jobs and still takes a few in her later years. bounty hunter years, tries to leave the guild, one last mission. I don't know what that mission is because I didn't write it. But there's one last mission and it's there. Meets up with Diana. Diana and boyfriend are engaged. Sparrow works more as a nurse again. She can sense the heartbeats of everyone and what illnesses they have. A great healer with medicine. She makes sure families have a proper and good funerals. Threatens the people to give She threatens the people to give families their proper funerals. She's like, you better give them their funerals or else. Time with the Mantis crew. She knows Seer. She knew of Trilla. She meets Cal and Marin. And you know, she really thinks they're attractive. Relates to Marin about losing family and planet. We learn to survive and adapt, Sparrow says, which is a similar line to Marin because she's like, survivors, we adapt. I love Marin with my whole heart and I can't wait to play the new game. Cal comforted her when she passed out and he caught her. I guess caught her when stuff happened. Woke up in a bed, walks out to the living room, just Cal. Landed on a planet and others are getting supplies. I'm Cal Kestis. I'm Sparrow. I don't know if I remember you. Were you on Coruscant? I wasn't, but I visited with my master. Yes? Shh. I feel something. Stormtroopers attacking. Sparrow steps outside with Cal. We have orders to take in Sparrow of Nemo. That's too bad. We don't know Sparrow. Sparrow says, that's too bad. We do not know of Sparrow, Marin says. We have information that Sparrow is here. That's nice, Sparrow says. Where do you get this information? Seer says. Darth Vader is himself. He just wants Sparrow. Cal looks at Sparrow. That's too bad, soldiers. We haven't seen a Sparrow, says Sparrow. And who are you? Name's Jem. I'm from Taurus, which is a reference to an old OC I had named Jem. She was a Zabrak and she lived on Taurus. Hello? Do you want to come say hi to my live stream?
Well, I didn't hear you talking, so I wasn't sure it was a live stream.
It is. So my lightsaber, funny enough, has been going off like crazy, like turning on and off every time I mention a heartbreaking part in Sparrow's story. So I have a ghost and her name's Sparrow.
So what's this?
This is, I'm watching it to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Wait, is this?
No, I'm live right here, but I'm watching.
I'm like, why is it so delayed? I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. I love you.
I love you too. Who's in there watching?
Right now it's Emily, Shua, and a person I don't know. Oh, hey, and Squishy's here.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't know Squishy was here. But yeah, Happy Drawing is actually, has been following my page for a while and saw that I was on the recommendation page, so decided to hop in. But yeah, I'm almost done and my throat hurts. But the first live stream crashed, so I kind of lost that footage. It's there, it's just also not there at the same time. So I have this, which is fine, because this is the most where this guy has been active.
Of course.
It's scary. I have a ghost. Okay, I'm almost done.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Love you.
I got you too.
Have fun reading your story.
I'm almost done, and then I'm gonna go to bed and then go to work. Yeah, I'm literally have this page left. Lying, heard of Jedi Jamara from Taurus, shakes the trooper's hand. What about you? Where are you from? Pause. Hasn't been asked that before. Personal questions will get you nowhere. Why is Vader? Why is Vader looking for Sparrow? Cal. You do not need to know that, civilian. Indulge us. Maybe we can help out. And then I put eventually escapes for now, and then that's it. Because I didn't finish her story because it's a lot, and I'm still trying to put things into canon. And I think at this point I was just like, I'm just gonna write a script because it's just fun. Yeah, I'm sorry, Squishy. I'm actually wrapping up, but this will be still up afterwards, I hope. But yeah, if there's any questions, I will be happy to answer them. I really love Sparrow. She's one of my favorite characters. She's just the characters that I made. I brought her to Star Wars Celebration, and it was just nice to be as her and just to be cool, like a cool person. Ugh. Oh, Emily, wait, I don't think you were here, but I got yes, you can witness the haunted lightsaber in all its glory. Thank you, Happy Drawing. I really like. She's one of the characters that I put so much thought into. But Emily, you didn't see, but I got a bunch of like Caleb Widowgas and Essek art from a box. I can show now because I did an unboxing on my other live stream, and then it crashed and I lost everything. Here's this one too. So I can't wait because from Geek Fest I can't find my Caleb art that I had. So that's a little frustrating. I know, I loved them so much. That's another reason why I got them, because it was Caleb and Essek. But yeah, there's a couple buds. This one's going on my corkboard because it's just so good. But yeah, that's Sparrow's story, or at least what I have written right now. Yeah, I love Sparrow so much. She's just one of my favorite characters. When we went to Disneyland, Shua, Ash, and Saoirse, we, like, for brief moments, will pretend that we were those characters. Yes, how I feel about Essek and Caleb is literally how, like, that Essek and Caleb is my Forjester. Or, yeah, yeah, that's how you pronounce that. But, yeah, back to Sparrow. I just love her so much. I don't know if I've ever gotten fan art of her. I've gotten fan art of other characters that I've cosplayed. I'm like reading this and also like going back to talking over here. I've gotten fan art of Zia, Anastasia, who I've retired until further notice. Different D&D characters, but I don't know if I've ever got proper fan art of Sparrow. I feel like I have, so I could be lying. I've always thought it would be cool to have hers as like Clone Wars art. I would just, one day. But yeah, I love her so much. She's one of my strongest characters. Like, she's almost like maybe we'll see. I would love art of Sparrow. I just love her so much. She's like, if I oh yeah, sorry, I have a million brains. It's almost as if I made my own comfort character. I actually learned recently that Luke Skywalker is my comfort character, because first off, when I rewatched like A New Hope recently, I like realized I have a crush on Luke Skywalker. I don't know why, I just do. But like I also realized like the heart swelling and the feeling of peace when I see him was like, this is the definition of a comfort character. This is what this means. And I guess I kind of did that for myself in Sparrow too, because she's just really cool and I love her a lot. And I'm still working out her story. Like, some things might end up not being canon, while some things will be canon. But yeah, with other characters that it was kind of like imaginary friend for me, because for me, I pretended that I had an imaginary friend. While everyone was like, I guess, convinced that they could see her. So I just kind of was like, yeah, I really like this character. I guess they're my comfort character. I didn't really understand the definition until I thought about Luke Skywalker. Shu was talking about a new Sith. I have a new Sith that's gonna hopefully come out soon. She's, cause with Anastasia, I love her. I love her very much, but I had a mental breakdown around when I made her. so I don't want to cosplay her again until I know I'm well, like fully well. So I'm making a different Sith now. I don't know her name. Her name was going to be Venus, but she was character's name Adonis, and we don't want the implications of that. If you know Greek mythology and Roman mythology, then you know. So I'm changing her name. I'm still working it out because I don't know what to name her. But she's has white hair. She was a Jedi that fell and succumbed to the darkness. So that's her. So hopefully I can get to her soon. I haven't. I just got out of school. Like I finished school yesterday, so I'm going to be getting more into cosplay soon. Hopefully, if my phone will allow it. But yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad that you guys like Sparrow. This is like the validation I needed. I love making characters. I love characters. Sparrow's like very much like I guess she's on a higher pedestal than most because she's just so cool. And I really like her backstory and I just really thought about it. Yeah, I'm really tired and it's 9:30 and I need to go to bed. So I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go to bed. Hopefully Sparrow will not haunt me as much anymore. I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go to sleep soon. I think you have done Sparrow edits. I'm not sure, Squishy. But yeah, I'm going to be going to bed. You guys are really amazing for joining. Thank you guys so much for joining. And I hope that I can do more live streams in the future. I love you guys very, very much. And remember, I'll see you in the next one, Tiger Lilies. And remember, have courage and stay safe. See ya. Now, how do I end this? Do I just press this? It's all done.